Hey, what's going on? So, what we're going to discuss today, we're not going to go too much into the strategy. We're going to probably do about 5 minutes into the strategy, um, because I go over it every video. So, of course, repetition is key because a lot of you guys still watch my videos, and I try to break it down Barney style for you guys, and for some reason, you're still not comprehending the over and over and over consistency method. You're trying to, but what if it works on this? But what if it do this? And how long you been doing? Like, look, I've been trading 7 years. I've been using this strategy about 4 years. All right. And real brief, quick synopsis, like I tell you every single time, is that I was in the Army. I was trying to day trade. I was trying to trade the 15-minute to 1 hour to 5 minute while I'm at work. It just didn't work. So I scoured in, and when that didn't work, I strategy hopped to the next one. Then I would strategy hop to the next one. As soon as I lose, I might win 3 or 4, but as soon as I lose, I'm like, hey, this don't work. I go to the next one. You get what I'm saying? So we're going to go over that real quick. So the quick story is that I basically got fed up with losing because I didn't really know if the strategy was the reason I was losing so much until I sat down and was like, you know what? I got like 80,000. I'm exaggerating, of course, but I got like 80,000 indicators on my trading view chart or in the log. I've tried all these indicators, and I would try them once or twice and then move on. And I seen I lost so much money, but I seen that I didn't give one strategy long enough to see if it actually worked. So I ran across a strategy, a day trading strategy on the daily time frame, and I gave it a chance. I back tested all the pairs, not all the pairs, but I back tested a good 30, 40 of them. All right. And then once I seen what works with the strategy on a daily time frame, I didn't try it on anything else. The daily time frame, okay. And then from there, I looked at the win-loss ratio on each pair with this strategy, and I went forward from there. And I've been consistent ever since then because I stayed with one strategy. And I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of strategies that you run across does work, but if you don't put in the time and the effort and keep consistency to figure out if it works or not in the long term, at least a year, then you're gonna keep constantly looking for something new. Is this guy a scammer? I want to take his course, but does the strategy work? I can give you my strategy all day long, but if you don't back test it and find out how it works for you, you'll just run across my strategy and say the same thing. All right. So number one, and I got my notes over here. So, if I'm looking over here, that's what I'm doing. All right. The lack of, number one, if you want to write this down, you can. All right. If not, hey, look, I got my book right here. That's my journal. I write everything in this journal. All right. Especially trading every month. All right. The problem is the lack of discipline and strategy hopping. And I think we went over this again, but we're going to do it again. I'm going to be honest, and I don't know how it's going to work for you, but we often struggle with discipline because nowadays and age, we have a phone and we always scrolling. So, or if it don't work right then and there, we're going to move to something else. But if you stay disciplined long enough on a strategy, it's going to work. Just like with anything else. If you want to start working out, if you want to start learning how to code, if you want to start learning how to sew, stay disciplined for at least 21 days. What is the saying? 21 days, and it's going to become a habit. And next thing you know, you're disciplined every single day with this. All right. And I fell victim to the allure of multiple strategies, because you look on YouTube and you see this guy, I turned $5 into $1,000 in 20 minutes. And you're like, oh, that strategy looks nice. The big shining colors. Oh man, $5 into $1,000 in 5 minutes. I really need that money. All right. Then next thing you know, that you try that doesn't work. Now you scouring the YouTube again, the YouTube kingdom again for another strategy. Oh man, this guy turned 100 to 100,000 in 30 days. Let me try his strategy out. Now you on there looking again. You see what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, the inconsistency, the consequences of you strategy hopping is being inconsistent results you have emotional trading, and it's always going to be a prolonged learning curve. You're going to always be learning because you always strategy hopping, learning something new, instead of having one strategy, right? Having one strategy and constantly refining that strategy. Like we used to say in the Army, constantly improving your foxhole. All right. So we're going to move into, and if you like what we're talking about so far, of course, this is going to be more of a 10-minute rant. If you like what I'm talking about so far, and if you like my videos in the past as far as the strategy and my 10-minute rant, my 10-minute rant, make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button. I'm sorry, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and hit the like button, please. All right. So I'm gonna tell you how why discipline is key in Forex trading. All right, because discipline, it leads to consistency, and which is a foundation to a long-term success. All right. If you don't rush, and you stay disciplined every day, and you do the same thing over, and can stay consistent with that same strategy, eventually you're gonna be like, man, this is working. But then here's the caveat to it. You will have some losing trades, but on the daily time frame, you have so many pairs you can look at. The key is having more wins than losses, but with the proper risk management, you will see that it starts to work. But then after you got a big journal, and every month you taking trades on the daily time frame with that same strategy, that can actually get over 6 months to a year. Then you can come back and say, you know what? All right, I see this strategy works on these pairs. I got a 70% win rate on these pairs. I got a 20% win rate on these pairs. So I'm gonna take these trades, but I'm gonna lower my risk on these. But on the 70%, I'm gonna up my risk up a little bit on these because I got a 70-80% win rate on these. All right. And then after you go over and over and over and be consistent, then you see that's where it comes into the importance of trusting your proven process. Because now you have a proven process with that strategy because you have the analytics to go with it. All right. Number 3, practical steps to stay disciplined. All right. When you commit to one strategy, right? You commit to one strategy and you have it all wrote down from 1 to 7, 1 to 5, 1 to 10. That keeps you being disciplined and keep you consistent because now you're going, okay, look for the 20 SMA. All right, look on the daily time frame. Look for the break of the lows on the 20 SMA, up or down. All right, then you look at, okay, which way is the higher time frame going? All right, look at support and resistance. All right, here's my 1% risk to reward ratio. Look at the ATR. See how you going every single day you come back. And then the thing about it is, every day at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, when the market closed, you look at these same steps. You don't look at the chart at all until 5 o'clock comes or 4 o'clock comes, depending on where you at, or 3 o'clock, wherever you at. 1, 2, 3. You go down the line every single day. If the trade goes through and you see a trade setup, you take the trade on the pairs that you see got the right setup. That's it. All right. Put your risk to take the trade. Put in your risk to reward rate, your profit and your stop loss. Take profit and stop loss. Close the computer. Go about your day. That's it. You don't have to monitor no more. That's part of being disciplined. All right. And like I said, that goes into me saying develop a routine. Have a structured routine and a structured schedule when you're trading this Forex. And I'm gonna tell you off the top, being able to trade the daily time frame gives you so much more time to do anything else. And it gives me a lot of time to focus on doing these videos to help you guys out. Gives me a lot of time to work out, to run, to work on martial arts, to actually go to school during the day because I'm learning how to code as well. So it gives me and spend time with family, so it gives me that time frame to do all these things. I don't have to sit on the chart. Now I'm not taking nothing against scalpers, day traders, and this and that. I'm strictly talking to the people who have a 9 to 5 and have seen and strategy hop because they want to make some extra income. All right. And so, example, analyze the market at the same time each day. We just talked about that. Review your trades at the end of each session. So if you jump in a trade today, All right. You don't look at it to the same time the next day. And if you look, okay, I'm in this trade. I'm still good with that one. I put this over here in this watch list. I'm going to look and see if there's any more trades. All right. If there's no more, or if there's another one, take that trade, move it over here. All right. If there's no more trades. Hey, you good to go. Close your computer. Go about your day. All right. That's part of your routine. So far, we went over committing to one strategy. All right. Write that down. Commit to one strategy. Then you create and follow your trading plan. All right. And so, and then we're going to go over develop a routine. We went over develop a routine. Now, once you develop your routine, you focus on your long-term goals. All right. Don't come into the market if you're just starting off 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or even less than a year. Don't come into the market think you're going to be super rich overnight. All right. Think of long-term success. All right. Look at 4 to 5, 6 years down the road, because that's when it's really going to pay off. I'm not saying that some people haven't made success overnight. I'm not saying that. But you would think of to the average person who has a job, they don't have all day to sit here and study all day, because they have jobs. All right. So, and set realistic goals. All right. Measure your progress over time. All right. And compound small. Like I telling one of my good friends who's trading now, over time, if you have $100 account, all right, you risk small over time. Then over time, you add to your account. Once you're profitable, you keep adding to your account. And then you winning trades, you also add to the account. It's about compounding over time. All right. Here's the next one. Control your emotions. All right. Emotions have a lot to do with trading. I'm going to tell you that off the bat. They have a lot to do with trading. All right. Because if you don't have a job, let's say if you don't have a job, right? And then now you're realizing like, man, I got to make this work. So now you're trying to overtrade because your emotions say, I need this money. I got a bill due. I'm going to tell you off the bat, if you don't have a job and you using trading as a if you want to get into trading as a means to paying your bills, I'm going to tell you it's going to make for a bad day, because you're trying to force some trade. You end up forcing trades and over trading because you know you got a light bill due. You know you got a cell phone bill due. But if you have a job that's paying these bills, you can kind of sit back and relax, control your emotions. Like, okay, you know what? I don't need this to pay bills, so I can stay learning this for as long as I can. Get what I'm saying? All right. And again, here's the next one. Use a trading journal. All right. So, because if you don't have nothing to show your progress and show where you at 6 months from now, you're gonna be in this. I'm gonna be honest. You're gonna be in a bad spot, because you're gonna be like, well, I don't even know how many trades I won. I've won some and I've lost some. You don't know if you 50% win ratio, 20% win ratio, because you're like, man, I don't know. So that's why it's good to keep a journal. All right. And it learning from your mistakes. The biggest thing with the journal is you learn from you have your wins, but to be better, you have to learn from your mistakes so you can track your losses, track what you did on the loss. Oh, I lost on this pair, pound chef, but I didn't take that. I didn't use my strategy to the T. I didn't use all 7 steps. I jumped in on step 1. To get what I'm saying? And then also celebrate the small wins. Celebrate the small wins. All right. If you have a winning month, celebrate that. Be happy about it. Don't sit there and say, well, I won $100 this month, but it ain't 15,000 like these dudes on YouTube. Don't measure your success off them dudes off YouTube or anybody off YouTube. You measure your success. If you was profitable that month and you made $25, hell, if you even made $10, it's about not how much you make, it's about the skill. Because if you start to be profitable, now you're like, oh, my skill is getting better. All right. So here's some common pitfalls. Write these down. Overtrading due to impatience. And also, before I get into this, make sure in the description I have my Discord group. It's free. You can come in there and get with other traders. And every week I have a Sunday live where we go over the charts to see what's coming up for the next week. And then I have a Wednesday where we do updates about how our trades went and how and look at more setups. All right. And so I just we get back to it. Over trading due to impatience. All right. I'm gonna tell you off the bat. that trading the daily time frame, it nips that over trading in the bud. It breaks it down. Now you can sit back and like, okay, all right, I see these pairs, because you have 24 hours. You have 24 hours. All right, it's not the 5-minute time frame where you like, oh man, I lost that one. Let me get in. Okay, it broke the SMA. Oh, let me get it. Now next thing you know, you just took 20 trades. And then what makes it worse is when you start losing, you take more trades because you want to get that money back. Get what I'm saying? All right. And again, I just spoke about this, but stop comparing yourself to people on social media. Get off social media. If you're trading and you have a good trading strategy already, stay off of strategy. I'm gonna tell you, stay off of strategy YouTubes altogether. All right. Once you have a good strategy that you like, it resonates with you. All right, and you feel it in your soul. Stop looking at trade strategy or YouTubes altogether. All right. And work on that one strategy for at least a year. All right. And changing strategies after we spoke about this already. Changing strategies after a few losing strategies without proper analysis. Don't change once you have a strategy, and you can use mine. I use it every I say I have a lot of videos on this, or find one that works for you. But do not change your strategy without at least 6 months to a year of proper journaling and analysis. And then and only then you can see if it works for you. All right. Before we go into the chart, all right. Let me bring up the chart. All right. Let me bring up the chart. And I'm going to show you how being patient works. All right. Let me go over here and bring this up. All right. Look here. This is GCAD, and we're just going to go over this real quick. So I'm not going to go over the strategy in this one. I'm going to go over just what happened and how, like, showing you the patience of it. All right. So if you look, every single candle on here, right, is 24 hours. So that cuts out and that nips in the bud the freaking impatience and the over trading, right? So if you look right here, December 2nd, all right, December 2nd, look here, the 2 candle lows, all right, the 2 candle lows for a buy, it broke over the 20 SMA. Look, we have one, look, that was the 4th of December, and we have the 5th of December. All right, now we have the Thursday. So we jumped in on that Thursday night. All right. So if you look right here, once we jumped in, right, we're done. We're done. We used the ATR. All right. I was just basically, this is showing you once I get into Hikanashi, but I'm going to go over this first. All right. Look, if we do ATR, right. So we jumped in here. Oh, come on. We jumped in here. ATR says 97, right? 97. So it's 97.3. So if you look, we jumped in 1, 2. So that took about 2 days, right? 2 days. We say, okay, here's the first setup. That's the 4th. All right. We marked it off. We looked at other pairs, see what happened. We came back the next day. Okay, 5th. That's the Thursday. All right. We let that close. We come back. So basically, this Wednesday when you saw this close out. All right. So we come back the next day, that Thursday night. At 5 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock, we like, okay, we're going to enter. Boom, we enter, look at other pairs, close it out. All right. Then next thing you know, we come back that Friday. Is that Friday? Oh, Friday, close the business. Guess what? We hit TP for 95 pips. All right, hit TP. And I'm not going to go into how to change to the Hikanashi and let it flow. All right. All right. So see how that worked? All right. Patience. That was a 3-day process to get 95 pips. Think about this. And I can tell you this for a fact. When I used to trade the daily time, when I was a day trader, trying to day trade, I wasn't a legit day trader because I wasn't profitable. All right. Think about this. How many days did you have would I had to sit at this chart, all right, and on the ATR got 20 pips, 15 pips, might have got into the wrong trade. 3 days when I'm sitting at a chart and I'm looking like, dang, man, you know what I'm saying? Losing all kind of time. Now, the problem is A lot of you guys come in here to get time freedom back. But why would you go from leaving that job to come to try to get time freedom to sitting behind a computer all day? You get what I'm saying? So with the daily time frame, that gives you more freedom. In a 3-day span, I sat here for approximately 15 minutes or 30 minutes at the most for 3 days. So that was basically an hour and a half out of 3 days, right? And I made 95 pips. All right. Of course, on this pair alone, it wasn't nothing else for the month. Because once I'm done with the trade, I'm done. But guess what? Here comes January. Here comes January. Look, look, the 6th. I had to wait. You had to wait for this pair. Came on the 6th. All right, that's one. Here goes the 7th. All right. So here comes, you jump in on the 7th. Guess what? Now we good to go. Now we went, what was this? 129. Let's go. 129. 129. Oops. 129. Look at this. Same thing. 3-day process. And if you wanted to let it keep going, if you wanted to switch to the Hakanashi, you could have let it keep going every single day. So look, now that's about a week process. Because right here is that Friday. All right, so yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then Monday. So if you look at that, look, 1. So this start right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Saturday, 6, 7. All right, 7. 7-day process. You would have got about 367 pips. You get what I'm saying? Excuse me, my voice going out. 367 pips for a week. So if you think about it, right? Let's get our handy dandy calculator out. So you have a big enough account, all right, and you do a 1 lot, which is 10, $3,600 for 7 days. If you have a big enough account, $3,600 for 7 days. Smaller account, $367 for 7 days. All right, get what I'm saying? Smaller account, $36.70. Get what I'm saying? All just using the daily time frame, the same thing over and over. And then if you look over here, right, I look at all my trades. All right, if you look, let me see how many. 28 pairs on here. All right, 28 pairs. So there's always going to be at least 10 pairs for that month. That's going to move in your direction for your setup. All right, y'all understand what I'm saying? Hopefully you understood. All right, and so we're going to close it out. All right, and to recap, all right, the biggest thing is commit to one strategy. All right, commit to one strategy. Write that down. Commit to one strategy. Have a trading plan. All right, have a trading plan. Develop a routine and focus on your long-term goals. All right, focus on your long-term goals. All right, so if you like this video, I want you to tell me down in the description if all gas, no brakes, if you got through the whole one. And then also share your struggles. Join the Discord. Come holler at me. Tell me your struggles down in the comment below, or you come to the Discord and let me know. All right, we're going to get this money in 2025 together. We're going to make it profitable. And thanks for watching. And also, again, my Discord group where I put out these trades and we all come together as a group. Make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the bell for notifications and hit the like button. Other than that, you guys, all gas, no brakes.